CTV Calgary, local breaking news.
Good afternoon. The U.S. president took aim at Canada's prime minister today at the World Economic Forum. Trump gave a blistering speech demanding immediate negotiations on Greenland and attacking Mark Carney.
Canada gets a lot of freebies from us, by the way. They should be grateful also, but they're not. I watched your prime minister yesterday. He wasn't so grateful. But they should be grateful to us. Canada lives because of the United States. Remember that, Mark, the next time you make your statements.
Trump's comments come a day after Mark Carney said the global political system is in the midst of a rupture, not a transition. Canada's prime minister said the rules-based international order is not coming back, and nostalgia is not a strategy. Meanwhile, the head of the Canada West Foundation says the Prime Minister's push for new global trade dynamics strengthens the case for a West Coast pipeline. Gary Marr also says Mark Carney's memorandum of understanding on energy with China is likely another step toward an Alberta-BC pipeline project. Marr says China is the world's second largest consumer of oil.
Not just for refining into diesel fuel or into gasoline, but also they need oil to provide inputs for manufacturing processes. So if you're going to make plastics, you need oil. And so I think that this probably strengthens the case for building additional pipeline capacity to go to the West Coast.
Marr adds the situation with the United States and Venezuela is unlikely to pose much of an immediate threat to Alberta's energy industry. He says instability in the region and the current low price of oil makes investing in Venezuela a risky proposition for oil companies. Alberta's doctors call them death zones, the hallways and waiting rooms of hospitals across this province. But new spaces are coming to help alleviate the pressure. The province has plans to build out emergency capacity in multiple hospitals, but critics are questioning the intent and the timing. Tim Brooke reports.
These are some of the 97 new patient beds coming to the Peter Lougheed Centre. The Minister of Hospital and Surgical Services says aggressive recruiting is underway to staff the wing.
And we'll continue to use bursaries, incentives, actively promote the benefits of working in Alberta and living here. It's a number of different solutions that we're working on to free up capacity and build capacity.
The new spaces will include emergency capacity, something Alberta is in dire need of. There's just one issue.
Yeah, I believe the plan for this facility is for it to be operational by late February 24th, I think is roughly the date that I saw.
Doctors say they need immediate help. More than 1,000 spaces are currently in the planning or design phase, but they're of no use right now as wait times balloon and overcrowding remains a major issue.
They make us feel not listened to, diminished, just like our patients are.
Frustrations are boiling over. Workers are still calling for emergency measures, expanded hours, and centralized command.
The emergency physicians have already made it loud and clear how bad the conditions are, how much our patients are suffering. I think we need to find a way to move this narrative forward to what are we going to change.
The leader of the opposition believes the problems are serious enough to reconvene the legislature. He wants an in-depth health conversation and debate.
The answers we get from one of the four health ministers is very much, oh, this is business as usual. We'll tinker a little on the edges. We'll do a little bit here and there, and we'll fix this. But the time for tinkering on the edges is long gone.
Many in healthcare say the system just isn't working, but there's no consensus on how to fix it.
If someone requires critical care, urgent care, they should seek it, and they should have confidence that they will get it.
Tim Brooke, CTV News, Calgary.
The province is highlighting a boost in housing construction in 2025. More than 53,000 new home construction projects got underway last year, which breaks the previous record by 14%. And more than half of those were in Calgary at over 27,000, which is also up 14% from the previous year. As for renting a spot, the asking price in Alberta is about $400 a month below the national average, sitting at about $1,600 a month. And the number of purpose-built rental construction projects jumped to nearly 20,000 last year. A Tim Hortons in southeast Calgary will be shut down for a few days after an early morning fire. It started around 3 a.m. at the Tim's on 58th Avenue Southeast. Crews got there quickly and put out the flames before they got out of control. While the fire was small, the smoke damage is extensive, though, and it will require several days of cleanup. Nobody was hurt, and insurance experts are assessing the situation. The cause of the fire is under investigation. Redwood Meadows Emergency Services has begun rebuilding following last month's fire. Last night, crews hosted a push-in ceremony for their new water tanker. This is a tradition from the days of hand-pushing the horse-drawn apparatus back into the station after calls. It now celebrates new equipment, teamwork, and community. The fire on December 17th destroyed the back hall, including 4 fire trucks.
Right now, Redwood Meadows Emergency Services is in service. We're ready to respond and capable of responding.
Fundraising efforts are underway to recoup the $1.5 million insurance shortfall to replace what was lost. A skier made it out uninjured after getting caught in an avalanche in Lake Louise.
Oh, avalanche, 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 avalanche.
Parks Canada says the skier triggered the slide yesterday while just outside the ski boundary. The skier was carried right to the bottom, buried to their waist, and lost their skis but was not hurt. Recent warmer weather has led to an unstable snowpack, and anyone in the backcountry is advised to be careful. Parks Canada is delaying today's launch of camping reservations. That's because there's an IT outage impacting some Government of Canada services, including Parks Canada. Reservations that were supposed to open today have been postponed. Officials say they're working to resolve the website issue as quickly as possible. Once a new reservation day is determined, there will be advanced notice. Another impressive Northern Lights display last night and early this morning. The aurora was strong enough to be seen within city limits in both Calgary and Edmonton. The Northern Lights have been visible the past 2 days across the country. It's all because of a strong geomagnetic storm. Beautiful. Thanks for joining us. We'll have more on the top stories coming up on CTV News at 5 and 6 or anytime online. You can go to ctvnewscalgary.ca.